This is the story of me agreeing to get an older woman pregnant and then her trying to ruin my life.
This story had a crazy plot twist, and what's even more amazing is he told the whole entire story in one video.
Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. How you are doing? Hope you guys are doing great. This story time has gotten the internet like crazy since yesterday. In 24 hours now the internet I just been talking about just this particular story, and the kicker here is that the end of the story your jaw will drop. So apparently this video is a video of a man who came online to share his story time of how he impregnated an older lady in the concept of he's not going to be involved in the child's life. So apparently what happened is that I think it had something to do with this older lady, but the older lady approached him and like, you know what, I want to have my own child, I don't know if you can help me. And eventually he thought about it but decided to go with it because the older lady told him that if you get me pregnant, you don't have to be in this child's life. Just get me pregnant and go live your best life. More like a sperm donor, but I know you. Okay. And after the whole transaction, the lady got pregnant. The lady started involving his family, but eventually he got involved in the life of this child and even paid child support and all that. They were doing things like family, but that's why you should watch the video to the end. The end of the story, your jaw will drop, and now everybody's looking for this baby mama, this older lady he's talking about. And yeah, this has gotten the entire internet talking. So I'm going to go on and for us to go check out the story so that you know what's up. Okay, we'll check out the story out together and people's response to this story. Okay, and then we'll come back and talk more, and I would like to know what you think about the story. You guys know how we do it here. Okay, so let's go check it out and then we'll come back and talk more.
This is the story of me agreeing to get an older woman pregnant and then her trying to ruin my life. When I was 23, I had a one-night stand with a girl from my hometown named Maria. We both knew it was nothing more than that, and we didn't speak after. Several months later, I received a text from her saying that she hadn't been lucky in love and she wanted a baby before it was too late. So she asked if I would get her pregnant and I wouldn't have to bear any responsibility, like a sperm donor. I considered it, and I first thought no, but after some time to think about it, I thought it'd be the right thing to do for someone struggling. So we filled out an ironclad agreement, and basically I wouldn't be responsible at all. A while later, she told me she was ovulating, and then a few weeks after that, she told me she was pregnant and it had worked. I went back to California for work, and we didn't speak after that. Unbeknownst to me, she contacted my family behind my back and invited them to the baby shower. They then began getting dinner or whatever regularly, and as she got to know my parents started encouraging me to be in the baby's life, and once I found out it was a little girl, I thought it was the right thing to do. I flew home to be there for the birth, and I got a tattoo of our daughter's middle name before she was born. After our daughter was born, Maria wanted us to be together and be a family, and when I said I didn't want to do that, she wouldn't let me see my daughter. My main source of income at the time was the Airbnb that I owned. And she said this a few months after she was born. I felt bad, so I let her move in for several months, rent-free. Once she moved out, she told me this: I've never done anything to warrant supervised visits, but I agreed to keep the peace. I would come home as often as I could to see our daughter, and things were usually okay when I was there. These are all from her Facebook. One Halloween, I didn't want to wear matching costumes with Maria, so she wouldn't let me see my daughter for a while. And when our daughter was being baptized, I drove a 14-hour round trip from Nashville to attend. And because I didn't want to see Maria the night before, she didn't allow me to come to the baptism at all. Soon after this, she served me with child support, saying that our original contract wasn't valid because our daughter didn't have a social security number yet. And I didn't fight her on it. I didn't have the time. I was living away. I ended up paying her $10,000 up front and $750 a month. I was able to move home soon after that, and I began seeing our daughter regularly. Everything was going really well until I got a girlfriend. Even though she had a boyfriend who was regularly around our daughter, she said that my girlfriend couldn't be around our daughter. I was able to get our daughter for an afternoon, and Maria asked what I was doing. I told her that I was with my girlfriend and we were at Lowe's together. She freaked out. I said I'd bring her daughter back to her as soon as we were done, but instead Maria drove to Lowe's Apparently called my dad and was running up and down the aisle screaming. I don't know what actually happened, but she was freaking out, just blowing up my phone, thinking she was in danger. And keep in mind, my girlfriend is a mom as well as a nurse. Our daughter was never in any danger. When I offered Maria and my girlfriend to get to know each other so they'd be comfortable, with my daughter being around, she immediately said no and called my girlfriend a word that rhymes with chore and refused to get to know her. Maria then made a public post saying that I was a deadbeat dad and that I hadn't seen our daughter in weeks. Here I am with our daughter just a few days prior to this post. I also left my best friend's bachelor party a day early so I could be home for Father's Day, and she still wouldn't allow me to see her. She even said this to my grandmother. She had her friends comment mean things on my girlfriend's social media multiple times, even though my girlfriend has never been anything but nice to Maria. Because Maria tends to do this, I want to make sure that she doesn't twist the story and make it seem like I abandoned our daughter. I recently found out that our daughter isn't mine. I don't know who the dad is, but I've had 2 paternity tests done, and they both say this. I believed Maria when she told me that I was the only possible father. The situation was weird, but I was always happy to be a dad. I know that Maria already knew she was pregnant. She had to have, when she asked me to get her pregnant. I didn't think that was something that someone would lie about to another human being. Not only to me, but my entire family as well. Everybody's distraught about this. Maria, I allowed you to paint me as the villain and you as the victim for years to keep peace, but I hope you know that the only victim here is your child.
Oh. He said that it's your child, not our child again, not our daughter, it's your child. Ciao. Guys, let me know what you think about this story down in the comment section. Love to know what you think. So go down in the comment section and share it. So this video has gotten a lot of people talk. People have so much to say. I have so much to say because I don't know. You guys know how, yeah, this story seems so good, like in terms of the storytelling part. But also there's also some things that I want to point out in the story. So let me know what you think about the story down in the comment section. So let's go hear people's thoughts on this, and then I'll come back and share more of my thoughts, okay?
This is the story of me agreeing to get an older woman pregnant and then her trying to ruin.
No, because you just actually have to go and watch this whole story. Like, it's actually mental. At first I was watching it and I was like, okay, like, I'm in a similar situation where, like, the ex is being mental and, like, okay, I get it. And, like, but then there was a plot twist and I was not ready for the plot twist. And, like, TikTok done its thing where, like, it just brought us this drama and, like, we are consumed by it. Like, I can't. Go and watch this.
This is the story of me agreeing to get an older woman pregnant and then her trying to ruin.
Woo-wee! Well, it's not like it's a business proposal. It's a child. Agreeing to get anybody pregnant. You're just asking for problems. Oh, no, there's be no strings attached. You're not going to have to worry about nothing. They'll never bother you. It's a lie. Run, and run as fast as you can.
Has anybody been able to find Maria? I've been looking for Maria all day trying to find her side of the story. As Mr. Brett got on here saying that that's not his baby. After he was playing daddy to a baby that he agreed to have without any parental attachments to. But because he found out it was a girl, he said he wanted to be a part of its life. I don't know. That was weird to me. I don't understand that part. I also don't understand how he signed an ironclad agreement but then still had to pay child support. And why he gave this woman $10K. And why did you get 2 paternity tests? And then you saw the first one was negative and then you went and got another one. Like, what is going on, Brett? What is going on, Maria? Are people really out here signing agreements saying like, yeah, I'll get you pregnant, but I don't want any parental responsibility, then really expect not to have any parental responsibility? And then now he's saying like, I wish you and your child well or something like that. But that was just your child yesterday. The craziest thing to me is that this child is like older. Like, she's like a kid. It's not like she's a new baby. You're meaning to tell me that like you've been taking care of this kid all of this time and you just got DNA tests and then now you're going to abandon this poor child? I mean, I guess like I get it, but like that's a tough situation to be in because what do you do? Because I feel like he's slightly wrong ethically and morally to abandon this child. At the same time, Maria is cutting up and trying to ruin his life. So I understand his desire to not have any part in it anymore, especially when he agreed from the beginning that he didn't want to have any parental rights to the baby. But I just feel bad. I feel really bad for the daughter because now she doesn't have a dad or doesn't know who her dad is. I just need to see Maria's story. What does Maria say? What is Maria's point of view? Like, what is going on?
This is the story of me agreeing to get an older woman pregnant and then her trying to ruin my life.
This is a telenovela. This is a real life telenovela. Like things that you were just like, nah, that couldn't really happen. This story is crazy. If you thought Rug Talk had us all like refreshing our phones, trying to figure out what was in the rug, well, this story right here is going to have you refreshing your phone, wanting to see the full story with receipts and everything. This story is absolutely wild. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, go to his page, listen to his story. And the twist, girl, you are not ready for the twist. It is absolutely insane. And I cannot wait for the updates. I will be refreshing my phone. I will grab my drink and my popcorn. I am ready to go down this rabbit hole.
This is the story of me agreeing to get an older woman pregnant and then her trying to ruin.
Maria has me in a tailspin. My heart is racing. This is why the American Society for Reproductive Medicine strongly recommends a psychological evaluation for donors. Now, you would be considered a directed donor because you knew Maria. When we have these evaluations, we want to make sure that you're making an informed decision because of things like this. If this is someone you know, you're probably doing it to be kind, out of the kindness of your heart. And this story just took a wild turn. Ooh, Maria, honey, lady. Okay. We look for things like coercion. We look to see if we meaning mental health professionals, we look to see if you're making an informed decision about what this means for your future, if you understand what this means for you as the donor, because you're not considered a parent, you're considered a donor. We also recommend getting something legally signed, working with an attorney so you don't run. If you're not using an agency like a donor agency, that you work with an attorney, well, both ways, you know? This is so heartbreaking. This is unfortunate. And to find out later that the baby is not yours. Maria, I don't want to judge, but Maria is diabolical. This is so sad. I am so sorry. But for anyone considering being a donor, even if the person is your friend, you all get that evaluation, go have the recipient do an intended parent consult, because we want to make sure everyone is on the same page. I cannot stress this enough, because Maria was in a different book, she was in a different state, she was on a different page. You thought you had agreed to one thing only to see something else happen. This is so sad. I know it's not Friday, it's not all things fertility, but this came on my For You page.
Story of me agreeing to get an older woman pregnant and then her trying to ruin my life.
Please go right now and watch that. If y'all didn't see this, watch it, y'all. If you did, okay, at first, I'm like, wait, I don't respect you either, because why, if this is supposed to be a sperm donor situation, is it that you're at the birth and you're signing birth certificates?
Exactly.
Is it that you are, getting tattoos of the baby's name on you, that you are having Halloweens, Christmases with the same shit on until 3 years later you decide you didn't want to dress alike on Halloween. Exactly. But y'all was doing it for 3 whole years, or however long you was doing it. The baby was 3, so 3 whole years. So it was giving me like what these men be doing to some of these women, like, oh, I didn't really want the baby, I just was there, I just gave her because she wanted a baby. It was just, we already had agreed that I really didn't want a baby, but she did, so we did it for her. No, don't play that game and be a daddy and still be there and not just get the hell on and say you are a sperm donor. It doesn't work like that. But as soon as that thought process generated in my brain, as soon as that became the census in my head, he turned around and said, but I'm not the father. I took 2 DNA tests. What? It's Excusez-moi. Absolutely. Positively. Immediately. No.
Exactly.
How dare she? Maria. How dare you? Maria. Then you text his mom all that, and that's not even his Maria. How dare you? I can't believe she gave me secondhand embarrassment, and this lady like Mexican or Asian or something. And she still gave me secondhand embarrassment because she's a woman. And it's on the internet, and men be out here talking bad about us, y'all. Bad about women. And they got ammo. Because Maria, disrespectful. Oh my God. Maria is diabolical. Because that was some diabolical ass shit. Like, I don't know. Y'all leave a comment. Tell me what y'all think about that. Like, because that's diabolical. Leave a comment.
Okay, so I've been off TikTok for a while, but this is what I come back to. Oh my goodness. Are you guys following the story about Brett Fairley and Maria, the baby mama drama? I am like floored. If you haven't seen it, you better go over to his page and watch his story. It's insane. Maria, why'd you do that to this man?
This is the story of me agreeing to get an older woman pregnant and then her trying to ruin my life.
Within 24 hours, Brett Fairley got 10 million views on his video, and the whole world is looking for Maria. I made a video last night. Her cousin commented on it, and we have been talking back and forth. The first thing she told me to do was go to Instagram and go look at her story. And I'm not really sure how these drama pages go, but this is the first. I just screenshot it. This is the first one. You can pause to read. But girl, did you just say convicted girlfriend? What? And then here's the second story. You can also pause to read. We had brief conversations this morning just back and forth on that video. Basically, the cousin said that Maria did not know anything about the paternity test until he posted this video yesterday. So it leads me to believe that there was no court order on the test. So I'm not sure that DNA test will be admissible in court. So they'll probably have to do another DNA test if any of this goes to court. She also said all mutual friends would back Maria. So I'd like to see that. She also called him a deadbeat narcissist. And did you catch that the girlfriend lost custody of the kids? Why is Maria not coming on here and saying anything? I don't know. I'm just at a loss for words. And ultimately, I feel really bad for the kid. But if that's not his child, I'm sorry, Maria's completely in the wrong. But if it is his child and he's lying, whoa. But who pays $10,000 and donates sperm?
Exactly.
I'm still on that. I'd really like to see Maria's response. What do you think?
Please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about this amazing conversation down in the comment section. But as always, keep it respectful. You're on this channel. We're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a respectful way. So go ahead, feel free. Share your opinion, okay? So, like, I have a whole lot of questions, but, like, if this is true, is Maria really wrong? This is where, like, you guys know, the regulars here, you know what we stand about having kids and all that. But some of the things I saw, some of the loopholes or some of the things I saw that does not make sense in the entire story is the fact that it said they had an agreement, which is signed deal. So who signed a contract like that and then still go ahead to be in the child's life, pay child support when you have a solid business? For me, the fact that I even agreed to be on the be there for the child's birth, you're no longer a donor. This is something that is also happening with the Love is Blind couple, and a lot he's saying that, oh, he's a sperm donor, but you have 2 children, I'll be 3 children, and now you are saying that you're just a sperm donor when you do Christmas every time with them. That's not a sperm donor. And I feel like when things like this happen, all men are saying that they are just sperm donor, like, no, that, like, can you really define what a sperm donor? Okay, you want to pick and choose when you're going to be a father, when you're going to play house and be a dad, wear the matching pajamas and all that, but then wants to sign out and say you're a donor when you don't feel like it or when it's not convenient for you. For me, that does not make sense. If you want to be a donor, drop this and go. Just go, just donate and leave, and don't be in the child's life. But these are the type of things that kind of confuse kids, and I feel like it's not even good for the kid, because how would the kids just see this person over in their life, and then maybe later in the future find out that, oh, that was the donor. He has been playing founder whenever he likes and come and go, but now he's a donor. And then if Maria actually really did this thing intentionally, I feel like if this is true, that's what I'm saying, okay? This is a one-side story. And I really like Maria to come and tell her own side of the story. Even though I've been looking for that Instagram page, I can't find it. If this is true, going by what he said, that means Maria intentionally planned it. And there are women like this. I'm not even going to cuss. Like, there are women like this that will see a man and think that, oh, the only way I can actually have the man, especially when the man does not want anything solid with them, they'll think, and they really want the man so badly, they feel like the one way that they can get them there is to have a child with them, and then they are sealed with life. One, why this thing can backfire against a woman, but when it comes to a man, it doesn't backfire, because most time men get women pregnant so that they can have a lifetime access to them. It is what it is. But for a woman, the other way around, I feel like it can backfire around you, because this is it. Whether you like it or not, women are like the major caregiver of a child. And if a man gets you pregnant, he will use that child to get access to you. But you, as a woman, if you get pregnant to keep a man, the man can walk away with no attachment, because they are not the primary caregiver of the child, and leave you and that child. Am I making sense? And you can really have free access to him. I don't know if I'm making sense. So it does not make sense for a woman. A lot of women really think this. I've seen this in real life, in my society, in my culture, where a lot of women actually think that if they can get pregnant for a man, it will fix the relationship. It will make him love her more. They'll be able to build the relationship that they want. No, guys. And I'm telling you, it does not work that way. So if Maria did this with that type of, we don't know Maria, Marian A. I've been looking for this page. Like, I think our page is private now, but yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on it. But if she really did it intentionally, she's older, like he said, like older, but we don't even know how old she is. But if she's older and him is 23 at the time this happened, and she was feeling like she wants to give birth to child before that time runs out, like they say for women, then she was very, very diabolical doing that. And then my finding out that the child was not his. And this is why I feel like if this is true, I feel like she did it to always have his attention. Maybe she likes him that much to always have his attention. And in that part, I don't even understand why women do that thing where they just want to have a man's attention that does not really like them, that does not F with them like that. Like, sis, can you stand up? Stand up with your two legs and walk away. So for me, this story is very interesting. I'm going to keep you guys updated on if there's any update on it. But yeah, I find this really, because why is he even paying child support? For me, he doesn't. That's why I said the story is like lopsided one kind of way. Talking about how why are you paying child support? It does. I feel like there's more to this story. But him calling the Maria message, that lady, I don't know if that is really Maria, so that's why I'm not really speaking on that screenshot like that. Is that talking about how his girlfriend is a convict and all that. I just saw his girlfriend on TikTok. His girlfriend is actually a nurse. So my people in the US, can convicts be a nurse? Let me know down in the comment section. Anyway, guys, please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about this amazing conversation story down in the comment section. But as always, keep it respectful. Yeah, on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a respectful way. So go ahead, feel free and share your thought. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go on and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see, and that'll be you supporting this channel and this girl here. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.